describe myself as a complex individual who is still growing. And I know how cheesy that sounds, but it suits me perfectly because I love overly cheesy lines, acts of love, and all that jazz. It's just who I am. To others, I'm typically a daughter, sister, girlfriend, best friend, and student. But how about animal lover, business professional, sports fan, and team member? I'm not a blunt person, I'm very easygoing. I have little snippets of myself I am willing to show over time, but mostly the time of disclosure is pretty short, so it won't take long for you to get to know me. I tend to be very verbal, and I love to talk things out. I am working on having a more clear-cut way of speaking, though, and just taking a conversational hiatus has helped me a ton and to process my thoughts and narrow the focus on what my audience is really interested in. I see myself as a friendly, empathetic, relational listener when with friends and loved ones, where there is mutual disclosure and listening to whoever needs near. In my work setting, I listen more and disclose less and stay a task-oriented listener. I strive to be a better analytical listener, which, in my opinion, is the best of all four styles. Lots of both disclosure and listening happens in a healthy relationship for me, and there has to be. I have learned that I get quite defensive when there is a misunderstanding, but it doesn't take long because I love to work through confrontations quickly and find a happy solution. Taking a step back and recollecting my thoughts would clear things up much quicker than any backtracking I try to do anyway. With any relationship, whether it be friends or loved ones, I very much enjoy frequent contact and a low context culture. I like to allow language to be used as a primary way of getting thoughts, feelings, and ideas across. Perception checking is a communicative practice I have engaged in since the start of this quarter. Ever since learning it in this class and reading it in the text, I knew I could perfect my perception checking with those 3 simple steps. It seems I was always the person to go with what I thought from the start and to get frustrated when I wasn't being understood. Turns out it's just me being set in my ways and thinking I had the picture when I really should have been asking for that clarification. I have tried to suppress my habit of assuming things. At first, I thought I didn't need to ask for clarification because I feared looking like I didn't know what I was talking about, when really that clarification was that golden nugget that made everything that much more better. What makes us who we are constantly changes. I'm not who I was a few years ago, and I'll definitely be different down the road in ways I could never predict.